everybody. Before the season gets started here and we all get into the trash talk and the fun stuff, I thought we'd go shoot a video for something that I picked up for my tailgate. I think everyone can agree on how important tailgating is. That's one of the things that's going to make this new Sunbelt, this new and improved Sunbelt, so great. So I'm going to show you something called the Humbra umbrella. I have a wife and a 4-year-old, and tailgating with them is probably going to be a little bit of a challenge from time to time, and I needed something that I could set up quickly, easily, hopefully by myself. And somehow, some way, this guy made this really impressive creation in order to allow that to happen, and it's something that I just had to have. It is a little bit more than I wanted to pay, but the ease and convenience, I think, is in the end is really going to be worth it. And he's also made a, well, it sounds like it's coming, a mount that will allow you to use it in other ways and other places than just on the back of your vehicle. So I've got a 2012 Ford F-150 here. We'll get into how this goes on there and show you how it works. Take out this current hitch with a little bit of brute strength. Release that pin. These two things will come with the umbrella as well. Slide this out. We'll just put it over here for now. And next thing we'll do is pop this open and get the receiver, hitch receiver, Humbra umbrella logo on the side there. I'm gonna put this back up so I can get back to this easier. This is pretty simple here. You are going to slide it in, and you've got two options there just in case your hitch is slightly different sized, or if you need to maneuver it for any reason. I'm actually not going to lock it in place because we're just doing this for show and tell, but there's your receiver there. You can see it sticks out, and your pole's going to go right in there. And for questioning on whether you can still use the tailgate, I'll show you that now. Can absolutely still use the tailgate, and we'll get real close here so you can see that it does miss it. And this is with the receiver in as far as it'll go, at least on my hitch personally. So plenty of clearance there so that you can still get in, and then we'll get in and pull this umbrella out and show you how that portion works. Well, you've got a two-part umbrella really here, and I've kept it in the box to keep it in as good a shape as I can before the season starts up here. Well, actually, this end will just screw right into this end here. Again, this is not that heavy of a system either. It's more awkward than anything. It's not particularly heavy, I think, if I can remember right. The umbrella itself weighs something like maybe 14 pounds. Again, not heavy, maybe just slightly awkward to maneuver for the first time or two, but yeah, not heavy. Just gotta be, maybe have a little height to you to make it work. All right, so we've slid that in. We've got these two things here that can lock it in place. If you screw these bolts in, you can lock it in place. Before you do that, you could simply spin it around with your hand go ahead and close this now that we see there's plenty of clearance there if you need to get in and out. So we'll do away with that aspect, and then we will simply show you how this works. Quick untie. And then it's just like a regular umbrella in regards to opening it up. So I just kind of gently push out just a little bit to help get it started. And then you've got your wind arm in here, and you simply wind away. Get out of the way a little bit here. And just pop right open. Starting point again, it's just a tad awkward first time or two you do it. All right, so that's the umbrella all the way open. And as you can see here, this little dangling piece is a safety mechanism. You just slide that right through. That other hole's a little hard to find sometimes. That'll prevent it from coming all the way down on you in case of a failure of any sort. But as you can see, it's essentially 3 umbrellas almost, really, put into one. We'll back up here, you get a little bit better vantage point. So here's the cool part. As the shade and the sun moves throughout the day, this is not something you're gonna have to pick up and move. Again, we can simply turn it with our hand, lock it into place. Obviously I didn't lock it into place, so it moved slightly there with some of the wind. So you definitely need to lock it into place if you've got any kind of wind. This is a light wind out here right now. But yeah, I think I'm really gonna like this overall. Get a side view of how this looks real quick. Again, not locking it in place isn't doing me any favors because it's moving here slightly, but again, small steady wind, still looks pretty good. Not getting any issues. I think it's going to be a really cool thing overall. I mean, I guess we're going to have to watch some of the kids around the hitch receiver portion, but again, if you tailgate and you keep the tailgate down, that's pretty much going to be avoided anyway if you have to have it up. I think people will notice it enough that it won't become any real big issue there. So yeah, that's the Humbra umbrella. You can find them at I'll just Google search Humbra. I can't remember if it's Humbra umbrella or just humbra.com, but yeah, pretty good customer service. Very happy so far. Can't wait to use this thing when it's actually hot and sunny. As you can see today, sun's barely peeking out from the clouds, so it's not the best day to show you the shade aspect of the umbrella, but I can assure you I have put it up with a sunny day, and it is a massive amount of shade. And again, the biggest aspect and the biggest proponent of this for me is a simple one-man job, very lightweight. If anything, you might have to have some height to you just to make it easy to slide into the receiver, but overall, pretty easy, quick setup, and I can't wait to try it out. Come on by if you see it flying in the wind there in Boone, North Carolina, or elsewhere throughout the rest of the football season. All right, guys, share any and every other cool tailgating aspect you guys have got, and what I will do is post this so that everyone can see a possible cool addition you could have to your tailgate for this upcoming football season.